Hey everybody, this is ArcticDropshot bringing you guys my first professional gun review. So I hope you guys enjoy it and tell me if you like these ones or the last one. So this is the STG-44 gun review. It's a gun that is really good. I'm going to tell you guys about it. I'm going to show you some gameplay with it. And I'm going to give you guys the stats like I always do. So starting off, the damage for this gun is 45, portability 55, rate of fire 70, accuracy 85, and the recoil is 67. So it was a assault rifle developed by Nazi Germany during the World War II. It was the first of its kind to see major development, and it's considered by a lot of people to be the first modern assault rifle. So let's get it started. I'm playing on Oil Rig as usual because it's the best map, and I will be using the TPG-2 to snipe in this TPG-1 to snipe in this gameplay. So I hope you guys don't mind that. The gun is very good. Okay, let me just start out by saying the gun is very good, and I really enjoy playing with this gun. It does have a few cons, but it has a lot of pros. So let's get started. First of all, I really enjoy the damage. It's at the perfect place for the rate of fire and the recoil. It does have a higher amount of recoil than wanted, you could say. I'm pretty sure you can add a silencer to it. But it does have a pretty high amount of recoil. I don't know if I like it too much, but the recoil is a little higher than normal, right? But it is controllable. With the correct scope, you can tap fire people from far away. Close range, it is really good, but I try to use it in burst fire in close range. You can go all auto, but expect the first shots to hit, and then you're waiting on the last one if you go full auto. So you should probably try and burst fire with it. Sometimes you'll see me going full auto here, but burst firing is probably the best way to go in most situations. You have to have on target aim with this gun, or else you will lose out. It is not a super powerhouse. It's not going to just mow down people, but it will do a good job. The recoil is somewhere, it just reminds me of an ACR. It's not exactly like the ACR's recoil, but the recoil pattern and how hard, well, not hard, but the difficulty to control it is kind of like the ACR. So it's not too hard. When you're shooting down scope, it is pretty easy to do. So the best scope, I think, for this weapon would not be the iTech. It would probably be the ACOG. I use the ACOG TA3, I think it's called, and that's because it has a health and ammo on there, but you can use any one. In this gameplay I'm not using one because I actually just hopped on, and here you can see some of the close range. It just hits almost every bullet. It's really nice. But yeah, I actually just hopped on and I didn't realize I had it on. So this gun is pretty legit, and I didn't really know about it that much. I don't know when it came out onto not Xbox, hello. Anyway, I don't know when it came onto Combat Arms because I think it was during the time when I wasn't playing. So I hopped on, saw someone using it one day. It looked legit, I was getting owned. So I picked the gun up. I'm like, alright, let me see how this does, right? And I liked it. The first, it was love at first sight in a way. So I've been using it a lot lately. Actually, it's like my main gun I've been using. Before I was using a toy gun. And first of all, let me thank everybody who gifted me a FAMAS for the toy gun customization. Thank you so much, guys. That was really great of you. And I got I think 160 days of FAMASs. Not into toy guns yet because the thing went away, but when it comes back I'll customize them. So thank you guys for that. But anyway, back to the STG-44. So I picked it up and it was really great. It was love at first sight. So I've been using it a lot lately, and I found that the ACOG is probably the best thing to use because it gives you a good ability to tap fire and get long range kills. It's going to be a longer tap fire as in a 4 or 5 shot kill. It should only be a 3-shot kill, but I've gotten 4 and 5 shot kills all the time. So the stats I think are a little wrong. I think it's more of like a 32 instead of a 45, which sounds crazy, but that's how it seems. I don't know, maybe that's a little drastic, but it does seem way lower than it feels. You do have to cut necks on some slack though. They do mess up on their stats sometimes, and maybe it's just lag or maybe it's something else. So I have been using it without a silencer. I may be false informing you, and you may not be able to put a silencer on it. That would be lame of me, wouldn't it? Anyway, yeah, I have been using it without a silencer if there is even the ability to have one. But you guys can forge this gun on what do you need to forge it? I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I think it's an AK, but you guys can go look. Oh wait, no, it's an AK-74U is what you need to forge it in the Gun Emporium. You guys can go check it out. Everyone can buy the AK-74U, so you guys need to try this gun out if you haven't already. I don't really see it getting used a lot. So thank you guys for watching this STG-44 review. You know the deal. Top video is the last one. Bottom one is a random one. Thank you guys for tuning in to my first official and, professional review. Tell me if you guys like this one or like the old kind. ArcticDropshot signing out.